Good afternoon, and this is the Geneva Shore Report right here in our office. And we have another fun video for you today. We are here on and with...
It is Thursday afternoon, March 26, 2020. I'm Lisa Otto.
Jen Lepkowski.
And the Geneva Shore Report. Good afternoon. And for all of you cooped up in the house with your kiddos and doing homeschooling, although I think most kids are on spring break this week, we have a fun little experiment you can do with the kids or by yourself if you'd like, but I'm sure the kids would enjoy it. And it is a homemade tornado in a jar. So it just looks like a lot of fun and kind of cool. So we are gonna give it a whirl. Now this is our first attempt. I've never done this before. I'm gonna follow the directions and hopefully it turns out the way it's supposed to. So first, you are gonna need a glass jar, a clear glass jar with a lid, water, clear or blue dish soap, vinegar, and blue food dye. Now I'm not sure why you need the blue food dye if you use the blue dish soap, but we're gonna use them both and see what happens. We want some color in our tornado. So we have our jar. We have a mason jar with a lid, but we filled our jar 3/4 cup or 3/4 full. So we have the right amount of water in here. And the next step is we are going to add the teaspoon of dish soap and a teaspoon of vinegar. So we're just going to use some disposable spoons here. Let's do the dish soap first because it does say that first. So we have our Blue Dawn dish soap. There's our teaspoon of dish soap and a teaspoon of vinegar. Okay, so the next step is to tighten your lid. Make sure it's on tight. You do not want to spill or create a huge mess. Although if you have a lot of time in your hands, cleaning up a mess isn't that big a deal, I guess.
Especially if your kids are home, you have helpers.
Oh, you have helpers, yes. It'll give them something to do. Okay, so once you have this on, they do suggest if we forgot the blue food dye.
Oh, we did.
We did. Okay, we want to add our blue food dye. Okay, see, I already got ahead of myself. Okay, you can put as much in as you want depending on how dark you want it. So I want it nice and blue. So that's about 100. That was about 4 or 5 drops. And I had the blue dish soap, so that should help. Now we're gonna put our lid on nice and tight, and they suggest if you're worried about spillage, you can use a hot glue gun. Now watch, I'm gonna probably spill. Let's open it. Okay, so now that you have everything in there, yep, make sure it's tight and the jar is dry, and you are going to simply hold the jar by the lid and rotate it around in a circular, smooth, steady motion with your wrist and watch the vortex form. Okay, so how do I do that again, Jen? Oh, just like,
yeah,
like this.
So that it all like circular,
Okay,
so it all
here we
mixes
go.
up.
Do I not have a very good circular motion? I'm not sure how long. Okay, so we had to take a slight break because our finished product was not turning out quite how we expected. Now you're gonna find this happens from time to time when you try new experiments or projects. And my suggestion is the first time you do it, try not to put any food coloring in it or very light amounts of food coloring because we had it very dark blue. And I feel like we could see it slightly, but if the lighting wasn't just right, it was hard to see. So we're gonna start this over with just water. We're gonna add our vinegar and dish soap. And I don't have an exact teaspoon with me, so that could be a slight problem too. Make sure your measurements are all good. And then we're gonna use the blue dish soap. So maybe that'll help give it a little color. And we're gonna try this one more time, everyone. And yes, I am sharing my fails with you because why not? It happens.
It's a learning curve.
Okay, so now we're gonna do our circular motion. And there it is. Do you see it, Jen? Okay, you have to zoom the camera in. I think we had it before with the blue, but it was just too hard to see. There's my tornado. Are you seeing it through the camera?
Not as well as if you can actually like.
Okay, I'll try to get it going again. But
I would say maybe if you do use food coloring, don't use blue, use a lighter color.
It's in there. If you're the one holding it, you really can see it. I'm not joshing you guys.
No.
It really happened.
You're not ha-haing us. No, it is in there. Yeah.
This is no ha-haing moment. Okay, there you have it, everyone. Just another fun project to do at home with the kids, and it might take a couple tries. It may not.
I would try yellow food coloring.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Just don't use blue or green or red. Do something lighter.
Something light.
Yeah.
So there you have it. A glass jar with a lid. Water, fill it 3/4 full. Clear or blue dish soap, vinegar, and food coloring optional. But have fun. All right, there you have it, everyone. I'm Lisa Otto.
Jen Lepkowski.
And the Geneva Show Report.
Bye.